Hello, my name is Jacob, and I'm an exhibiting artist here at Slavic Village, Rooms to Let. My piece is titled Chimera, and it's installed up on the second floor of the Columbia building. A chimera is a word used to describe something that is a collection or a conglomeration of different things that has come together to in turn form into something new. My piece is based in comparative theology, which is the idea that different world religions and systems of faith tend to bleed in with one another and can learn from folding in rituals and practices from cultures other than their own. Chimera takes form as a labyrinth, which is an example of a symbol that appears in various different religions, such as the mandalas and yantras of Hinduism, or the labyrinths of Greek mythology, or the visual symbols like Celtic and Chinese knots. The piece is built almost entirely out of bamboo, paper mache, and twine, and in collaboration with Rust Belt Riders, the piece is designed to be fully compostable. So once it's no longer on view, it'll be disassembled and returned back to the earth. Comprised of fully immersive 7-foot partitions, the labyrinth creates multiple different pathways that in the end lead the viewer to some final culmination. And this symbolizes the different pathways that people can take through life. It's going to be filled with different points of symbolism and collage work, both of myself and of my collaborating partner, Jordan McConnell. This is designed to be an immersive and meditative experience with points of reflection and introspection on spirituality and the interconnectedness of world religions. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoy Rooms to Let.
Hi everybody, my name is Elise Corbin and I am an artist and educator from Cleveland, Ohio. In my room at Rooms to Let this year, you will experience growth through audio and visual themes. So you will see doodles inspired by interviews I have conducted, while also being able to listen to those interviews with different perspectives on growth and what is needed and what happens, all of those things. So you'll also be able to add to the art. You'll see doodles, but you'll also be able to add your own doodle and your own perspective on growth. So I'm really excited and I hope to see you there.
Hi there, my name is Kara Gaetano and I am a mixed media artist and photographer living in Cleveland. While researching the Slavic Village neighborhood, I came across some articles about the neighborhood in what I would probably think it's its heyday. So we're talking Victorian era, late 1800s, early 1900s. And I saw some photos from that time period that were really great. Just people on the streets, bustling businesses, busy thoroughfares. And these really resonated with me because the artwork that I usually use in my mixed media pieces are from that exact era. So what I decided to do for this project was to use images of people from that period in time and put them in street level store windows, kind of like they are among us, even in this modern era of the neighborhood and its newest incarnation. So what you're seeing in front of you are those very images, a couple of my favorites from around then, and another one that I chose to add, showing a woman with a camera from the late 1800s, something that we don't normally see images of, but since I am a photographer and I'm a big supporter of women photographers, I wanted to use this image in here as well since it has personal meaning to me. And the other images are just ones that I think are really fun, and I have painted them and treated them in order to give them even more of a look that is from that period, but also give them a bit of cheerfulness and lightness. So I hope that you enjoy these images as much as I do, and thanks so much for looking at my work.
Hi, my name is Mary Deffer. I am a photographer and artist based in Lakewood, Ohio. This year for Rooms to Let, I am creating an installation of lumens. So lumens are analog photographic prints that are created with traditional darkroom paper. So I have a variety of sizes that I'm using, and then plant clippings, and also the light of the sun. So the way I do this is I take a contact printing frame or some sheets of plexiglass. I set in a piece of photo paper, so it is light sensitive. The light in here is pretty subdued though, so we're not seeing a lot of changes. And then I have a plant clipping. In this case, it is a spiderwort plant from my friend Ben. So I am sourcing all of the botanical materials from Slavic Village, things I find along the side of the road, and then also partnering with community members there for donations of plant material. For each person who donates a plant clipping, I will make them a reproduction of their lumen. Lumens are really unique because they are made using this traditional darkroom paper that all these varieties that you're seeing on the table are black and white photo paper. So even though I'm using black and white photo paper, it's really magical because, as you'll soon see, the colors that I can achieve with this process are really beautiful. Here is an example, and then here is another example. So see, these are just some shots that give you an idea of some of the colors. I'm keeping them in a light, tight container because the lumens are also unique in that if I choose to make them permanent by immersing them in darkroom photo fixer, all the colors will fade and kind of turn brown. So in their colorful state, they are ephemeral. And I'm going to play with this idea of impermanence and ephemerality by having both reproductions of original lumens, so I make digital scans of them, and then I'll have original lumens that are unfixed hanging on the wall. And so the digital scans will stay colorful and won't change, while the original lumens on the wall of my room will shift throughout the full weekend. So I'm excited to see the results that are happening, and I'm so thankful to Slavic Village Development for making this all possible.
The Cleveland Print Room is a community-based, artist-led organization elevating the photographic image. We support the work of artists of all ages in the development of an art practice. We mindfully continue to increase inclusion, accessibility, and visibility to and for all artists. This body of student work is created by 8th grade students at Harvey Rice Wraparound School as a part of our In Transformation youth program. In this program, we explore the relationship between photography as a practice and understanding oneself internally in the context of community through the lens of social-emotional learning. These images reflect fragments of the students' personalities, perspectives, and stories, as well as a shared sense of community felt between classmates. They preferred for the work to remain anonymous and for the images to stand on their own. We invite you to spend some time to look closely at these images, which are small in size and are printed on Instax Mini Film, a product of the cameras students use throughout the program. We look forward to folks from the community taking in this work, alongside all the other great projects and installations artists from across the Cleveland community are bringing to Room Silhouette this year. We look forward to seeing you there.
Hello, my name is Sean Doyle, and I wanted to talk about my artwork and the process a little bit. For the last probably decade, the primary form that my art has taken are these shadow box assemblages, usually glass-fronted boxes, and I construct various things. Sometimes they're playful, sometimes I do like a fictional technology kind of thing. Because some of the ideas I have been wanting to explore have to do with the way we've sort of gotten away from physicality and objects themselves, and we've sort of drifted away from being in the physical space that we exist in, whether it be a room or wherever. And so I'm really excited, though, to really expand on these ideas with the Rooms to Let project, because I didn't want to just hang my assemblages on the walls of the room, but I wanted the room itself to become its own immersive experience, with physicality, with objects, with smells, with sounds. And so I'm really looking forward to this opportunity, and I'm excited to share it with everybody. Thanks.
Hey everybody, Charlie Malta, aka Juice Man, over here inside my room that I'm painting for Rooms to Let over here in Slavic Village. Got infinite waves of geometry coming about over here, and inside my room this year you'll be able to have a 3D experience. So come check it out, throw on some 3D glasses, get more deeply connected to the geometric vibes and waves that are going to send you nothing but peace, love, and good vibes. Sending love.
If you could fly, what would you be? Would you be a butterfly? Would you be a dragonfly? That?
Hi, my name is Meryl Engler, and I am an artist based in Akron, working primarily in woodcut printmaking. In woodcut, I start with a piece of plywood, and then I carve away the negative space of my image. So I'm basically forming something like a stamp that then gets inked and printed. This year, for Rooms to Let, I was inspired by the Rothko Chapel and other contemplative spaces, namely reflecting pools. What you see behind me are wood panels that have been carved and painted based off of water splash patterns. So they're pretty big, about 5 by 5 feet. And they will be shown flat so that viewers can look down on them like they would an actual reflecting pool. On the walls of my space will be large abstract woodcuts to provide further spots of reflection. So thank you all so much, and I hope everyone has a great Rooms to Let. Bye.
Hello everybody, my name is Jimmy Woody, founder and CEO of The Labyrinth, which is an artist networking arts installation that's going to be part of Rooms to Let this year. So we're going to have a visual artist, a writer, and we're going to have prompts on the wall that will instruct them on creating original work that's going to go on the walls. And also, if you're poets and you're writers, there's going to be prompts for you to write creative things on our creative wall space. And also, we'll have a live DJ and photography going on while this art installation is being created, while we're participating for Rooms to Let. So look forward to all of you. Please bring your creativity so we can have a great time. I thank you and look forward to seeing you soon at Rooms to Let on July 8th and 9th.
The Ladybug AV Club is very excited to show off a bunch of analog tricks at Rooms to Let this year. We are resurrecting all sorts of forgotten about technology to show off 35mm slides of Slavic Village, circuit bend CRT tube TVs, play records, record to reel and broadcast audio to portable transistor radios. Our radio station will broadcast artist interviews collected by the Zig at the Gig podcast. Inside our rooms we will host dance performances and live music. We can't wait for you to see and hear what we've been working on.
Hi, my name is Eric Tuck McCullough. I was commissioned by Cleveland Peace Action to do a work of art for Rooms to Let. Under the general theme, what does peace look like? I sought out people, individuals who had known war and asked them what peace looked like. These were refugee children, that I met through my wife at Lincoln West. I sat down, I interviewed them. We talked about their travels to get to this country, what it was like in the refugee camps, and what peace looked like to them here. They brought up a lot about housing security, food security. Food came up a lot. They lived on UN rations for a long time. They brought up opportunity, education, and those ideas I then took to the digital photography class at Lincoln West, where they put together some prints for me. Those prints, you see some of them here, they'll be laminated to the top of these housing forms. For me, the houses represent stability, represent peace. It was really an honor to work with these kids. They were very forthcoming, and I hope that we've gotten our point across. There were a lot of contributions here. There were about 20 children who were involved with this, and I was really happy to work with them.
How might we identify blue? What about yellow? And red? Sure, we think of color as something seen, but everything, including color, is always so much more than meets the eye. Through balloon song, anyone can interact with color, motion, sound, and wind. Just grab, place, kick, throw, or bump a balloon over any box fan blowing from the floor. The balloon's color is detected and its motion is tracked, translated and converted into keyboard strokes, instrumentation, music, and song. These balloons, their colors, their motion, combine to create a unique and beautifully strange world of balloon song.
Hi, my name is Jess Sheeran, and this is The Visitors. The Visitors is all about an unusual cast of characters coming together for a celebration, whether it be a dinner party, whether it be hanging out. It can be kind of open to interpretation. The space completely inspired this piece. Once I saw it and I walked into that cool deco landing, I knew immediately that that was going to be the space for me. What I loved about making these creatures was all of the freedom that it gave me. Everything is handmade by me. I tried to make things that I've never made before. In my normal job, I make little handheld stuffed animals that are very cuddly, they're very cutesy. So this is kind of an interesting departure from that, where I don't have to follow those rules. I can kind of make them a little bit more wrinkly, a little bit more grotesque, a little weirder. I think we're all kind of weird on the inside, and I really want to kind of highlight that with this.
No Barriers is a collaboration between Kate Snow, Becky Rinaldi, and members of PLAN, a JFSA program for individuals with mental illness, cognitive disabilities, and autism spectrum disorder. Our storefront installation highlights barriers to access that disabled folks deal with every day. On the inside of the window, large portraits of disabled people are hung facing out. On the exterior of the window, white sheets of paper with text and images depicting barriers identified by PLAN members are hung, covering the portraits. The list is long and includes everything from lack of accessibility in physical spaces to stigma and hiring discrimination. During the event, viewers are invited to tear down the barriers, revealing the people behind them.
Hi, my name is Emily Liptow.
And I'm Brian Schultes.
And we will be performing at Rooms to Let with Chrissy Martin and Bob Drake.
Our piece is called Sojourn Village, and it will be located in the Genota building in a room very near the front entrance, the entrance off of East 55th. If you were to come in that way, it would be on your left. The piece is a durational improvisation with movement and sound. So we'll be dancing in the space, we'll be making sounds. Emily, Chrissy, and I are bringing a practice called contact improvisation into this piece.
And contact improvisation is a form that involves contact with other bodies and is an improvised form. So it involves listening to each other, listening to our bodies and the little impulses to inform our dance. And it's can also often involve weight sharing or lifting, rolling on the ground, and sometimes gets rigorous and quick, and also can be a slow meditative practice. And we'll be in the space with Bob Drake, who's a local sound musician and composer. And so the improvisation will involve both physical movement and also the improvised sound in the space, which we'll be contributing to through singing as well. And throughout the piece, audiences will, you'll be welcome to come into the space and hang out with us. There'll be some places to sit or stand, and you're welcome to come in. And also there'll be an opportunity to chronicle, to be an active witness, to see what it is that you're hearing or seeing or otherwise experiencing in our room.
Yes, we really hope that you'll come and spend a little bit of time with us to see what's happening at that given moment. I think it's also a lovely opportunity to sort of catch a little bit of what's happening and then see so much of the other art that's going on in the building, and then come back later, because almost certainly it will be different than when you were there the last time. We're so looking forward to sharing this space with you, this piece with you, and to seeing you at Rooms to Let.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
And I'm Kyla.
And we're P31 Art and Design.
This year for Slavic Village Rooms to Let 2023,
we're partnering to bring you an artistic expression on what GPA really stands for in the classroom. Greater Purpose Acquired.
We invite you to take a seat in our classroom and become a student whose viewpoint is slightly different, who embraces individualism and unique creativity over common core standards.
We invite you to take in the poetry written on 6-foot handmade paper canvases hanging throughout our classroom.
We invite you to take in the sounds that a student might hear as they are seated and expected to perform according to state standards.
And finally, we invite you to take in the perspective of the teacher, who must grade according to these expectations and standards set by our school.
We have created a working art exhibit inspired by Herman Melville's quote, "It is better to fail at originality than to succeed at imitation."
It is our job to foster creativity in order to thrive within and beyond our community. Thank you.
No Contact is an installation highlighting the investigative nature of photography, how it can cultivate narrative and mirror the proclivities of the human mind. The work is a full room collage comprised of 3 elements: voyeuristic black and white street photography, B-roll documentary photos, and physical ephemera. The black and white photos were made to illustrate the uncanny occurrence of seeing a double of someone you fear, someone you miss, a person who confounds you, or a person who has made an indelible mark in your memory. These instances can increase one's heartbeat and can trigger free association. The accompanying documentary photos and objects of ephemera are there to fill in the blanks of the narrative. This installation will resemble a detective's lair.
All right, I got you now. I got you on, bro. Oh, snap. Get that reaction. Oh, what? I didn't know you did it like that. Okay, that's similar. That's similar. You guys want to tell us a little bit about what you guys are up to?
So right now we're making
Come in close so you can hear it. Come in close.
We're making a storage movie chair so you can watch movies and also have your snacks under the chair so you ain't gotta keep getting up.
Alright.
Hey, my name's DA and I'm with the program. What I like about
MOOS.
What I like about the program is that we get to build stuff for the people and stuff like that, and how we build a lot of stuff in like open spaces so people can have like privacy and all that stuff, just like for people and stuff like that. I just like helping people out and like picking up the trash and stuff like that.
That's what's up.
Stuff like that, yeah.
That's what's good. That's what's good. Hey, you got anything for me, Nana?
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Okay, yo, I'm Sha.
Alright.
So, my name is Nana, and it is, what's today? Oh, it's Friday, June 23rd. What I like about the program is I like how we get to build outside in the open so everybody can see, and I like how we get to just build stuff, and I like helping.
That's what's good. That's what's good.
Mom.
What you got for me, Bruce?
My name is Bruce Portis. I love that MOOS.
Hey.
The thing I like about this program is helping people and building stuff and, you know, helping the environment out and working on nice, amazing people and everything. It's very, very fun being here.
Hey, Karan, you got anything you want to say for the video real quick? About what you were thinking about the project?
I think it's pretty cool how like the idea of the project and like the pictures and like get up and get snacks. I think it's a good idea.
That's cool. That's all right. All right, cool, y'all. Well, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. We're gonna keep on working on this prototype.
Yes.
All right, that's good. Thank you so much, Damari.
Let's go to other groups.
Okay.